What's up, guys? My name is Elias, and Gen V has officially dropped its sixth episode on Amazon Prime. So, here's my take on it. Episode 5 saw Marie and Annabeth reunited through wicked circumstances that saw Marie pushing her power farther than she ever has before. Cypher's motivations were explored a bit further by way of his newly revealed alliance with Sister Sage, and Sam reunited with his parents on his start to healing and becoming a borderline hero. This episode, however, had some big revelations with a big cameo to boot. Reeling from being brought back from the dead by Marie's ever-growing godlike abilities, Annabeth not only thinks her estranged sister is the real danger and wishes things could go back to normal, but knows that they never will and refuses to go with the gang to Canada after they break out of Elmira, with the reformed Sam's help, no less. Marie reluctantly admits that Cypher was right about her powers as we flash to Cypher quote-unquote caring for the burnt man while slapping him in a fit of anger after receiving a call to which he replies that he just wants Marie and that the rest can all die for all he cares. He's a savage. Arriving at an abandoned library, the gang finds clothes to change out of their prison garb while bonds are evidently broken and possibly beyond redemption, namely between Marie and Annabeth as well as Sam and Emma. Even Jordan has issues with Marie's newfound potential, recognizing that she is now one of the most powerful soups in the world and fears that everything is going to change, especially between them. Although Marie was already aware, Annabeth confesses that she is indeed a soup, a precog, if you will, capable of having visions of the future, albeit random ones. Though there are glimpses of hope between them, Annabeth still believes Marie showed up after all these years to ruin her life yet again as her resentment for their parents' death grows. He then wakes up from his seizure with Cypher creepily waiting in his room, demanding he tell Marie to come back to campus to train and he'll leave the rest of the gang alone. To which Polarity refuses, even if she could be the key to a potential cure for his illness. So, in typical Cypher fashion, he controls Polarity once Emma gets a hold of him on the phone and finds out where they are, allowing him to send the burly axe wielder Vicor to retrieve her. Sam tries to fight him off but gets clapped senselessly, that is, until Zoe Newman, the now deceased Victoria Newman's daughter, appears catching Vicor off guard and tears his head apart ruthlessly with her tentacle mouth. Stan Edgar also appears and tells Marie to come with them, but she only agrees if her friends can come too. In Stan's bunker hideout, where he was able to regroup away from the likes of Homelander and keep Zoe safe, Marie demands answers where it's finally revealed just what the heck Project Odessa is all about: the creation of god-tier superheroes. So, Thomas Godolkin always believed he could control soups, but Cypher was responsible for actually making the formula work, at the cost of countless lives, with Marie and Homelander being the only survivors. Plus, Cypher knows it's impossible to control soups even if Stan believes it to be possible, so he instead wants them to run the globe, but only the strongest ones at the risk of 75% of the soup population dying out from survival of the fittest. Viltrumite style for my Invincible fans out there. Oh, and perhaps the biggest bomb drop comes when talk of Godolkin burning in a fire comes into the conversation, but that a burnt man is being kept in Cypher's quarters. So Godolkin survived, aka he is the burnt man. Meaning I was so freaking off with my prediction that he was the real Cypher this whole time. Womp womp. But Godolkin's survival proves that the answer to being able to stop or even control someone like Homelander actually could be possible. There's so much exposition in this scene. I really had to ignore my mom when she was trying to talk to me during the scene, and I feel so terrible about it. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. Cypher is PO'd about Vicor's failure to retrieve Marie, so he controls Polarity to smack himself. Cypher may be tired of mediocre soups, but mediocre Polarity is not, as he stops his control and blasts Cypher out of the window, much to both characters' surprise. Cypher escapes, though, and Marie leaves the bunker with Kate following behind in hopes that she could cure her powers. Yeah, that's a lot to happen in just 45 minutes, but to me, that just means this is quite possibly the best episode of the season so far, with what I'm sure to be a breathtaking last two episodes in the weeks to come. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button, share it to others so they can join in on the conversation, and subscribe to my channel as well as follow me on all socials at Takes with Eli. Get in my comments with your thoughts on episode 6 of Gen V, but until next time, take care and God bless.